Ooh. Ooh. That was spicy. My name is Rudy. You all are watching a YouTube channel called Alpha Investments. One man's Florida journey of the cardboard life. See, if you have the volume real loud and nobody knows what you guys are watching on YouTube, what does this sound like? I'm messing with you guys. So, I was doing inventory over here. You know, I haven't filmed in this location, I think, since the beginning of, was it been a year? The last time I filmed in this location was like, I think a year. So I was going over here because I had a couple patrons asking about some older Weiss sets. And apparently, some of the Weiss sets have been skyrocketing. And I didn't know that because, again, you know, Timu Rudy. I love that term, the Timu Rudy. People were talking about, there was this other YouTuber. Some patrons messaged me saying, Rudy, have you seen Timu Rudy? So funny. God, so the memes live forever. Don't let your memes be dreams. So apparently I had, people were asking me about a Weiss set called Bocce the Rock. Apparently it's up 150% in 90 days. It's like $110 a box now from like 50. And then there's a JoJo Weiss set. I think it's JoJo. There was like one of the little premium boxes that went from like $29 to like $100. It tripled in price. So I've been going through doing some inventory updates. And then I even found back here, I thought those were Zendikar pre-release kits from the 2020 COVID, you can't, you know, clean your Black Lotus with bleach kind of thing. And no way I missorted the inventory. And these right 3 rows back here, or you guys is left, dude, Adventures Forgotten Realm pre-release kits. I know what you're thinking. Rudy is so detached. The fucking guy doesn't even know what he has. Hey! You're still cute. I like you. No, it turns out I actually have Adventures for Forgotten Realm, AFR, D&D pre-release kits from the 2021. Which the reason I'm making a big deal about that is I didn't realize that those were like impossible and they had tripled in price. They're not $15 a pre-release kit anymore. They're like $40-something. So I've been doing some inventory over here. I mostly today wanted to have a little video. Go over a couple things you guys have been asking me. Number 1, sorcery. Chatter is starting, as the sorcery company's been releasing some little preview cards for the new Gothic set. And people are already going, Rudy, what's up with this massive sorcery Gothic thing? So yeah, that's supposed to be like Halloween time. I've worked with the company. We've already got our promo card for the patrons. We got the cool playmat, really cool this time. We've got these things picked out. They will be for this monstrous sorcery Gothic set for Halloween. It's like a 400 or 500 card set. Insanely huge. Anyways, you guys keep asking me, Rudy, the Dragon Lord little secret lair sorcery item. No, I don't have access to that. I am aware what's going on. Some of you guys messaged me the last few days about, I've even heard Ed Beard Jr. with the sorcery Dragon Lords and the art. People are attacking him on social media because of the price. Apparently he got like a percentage of the print run or something, and everyone's going after him, and it's this huge thing, and I don't know. One patron said there was like 10,000 Dragon Secret Lair sorcery things made, and he got 10%, so we got 1,000. Another person said it was 5,000 and 500. Another person said 7,500. I don't know. I don't have the information. Unfortunately, I did, many months ago, I asked about I really want to do this little Dragon Lord Secret Lair thing with sorcery. And I wanted to do a little promo card, and I really wanted to make a little kit with this to patrons. Sorcery and Eric's Curiosa, they were not interested in doing that. They just wanted to do this little side thing on their own, and they did. So unfortunately, no, please stop asking me. I don't have any of that. I don't have access to that. And the company just did like a little fun little side thing. It really wasn't, I don't know if it was meant to be a big thing, but yes, they're impossible to get. People are already flipping them and scalping them. Scalper Scanner 5,000! They're like tripling the price, and everyone's angry, Game Piece Army, blah, blah, blah. People are saying, of course, the only sorcery thing to go up in value is the item that you can't get, and everything else that's been reprinted to the ground. There's the whole tug-of-war thing going on with that. I don't have information. I'm sorry, it is what it is. You guys probably know more than me, but no, there will not be a sale of these Dragon Lord mini secret lair things. I don't have the product. So there you go. I covered it. That's what I got. I'm not selling it. I don't have it. That's it. Moving on! Okay, people been asking, what's the deal with the Nikki? Should we say Nikkei? Should we say it right? No. Always mispronunciate things. So the Weiss Nikki. Since we're in the Weiss area here, The Weiss Nikki, the Nikkei, the Nikki girls, the booby girls. The final reprint, restock, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know. There's continued to be rumors of whether or not it's a real reprint, or if because again, they're reprinting or restocking the final wave of the first edition Nikki boxes. And yes, my honest opinion on that, I am supposed to get, not as big as my first one, but I'm supposed to get a good size reprint. Probably not going to be my couple thousand boxes like originally. Now, some distributors are allocating these restocks, reprints with Weiss now. I've never heard in my entire life of Weiss Schwarz, Weeb Schwarz, having allocation periods. This is the market conditions we're in. Look at Pokemon and Magic and Flesh and Blood. It's the market conditions we're in, everybody. So, yeah, Weiss on allocation. Never thought I'd see that day, right? Never thought I'd see the day where you can't get Weiss. But again, you're talking to the largest investor holder of sealed Weiss Schwarz products in the United States, if not the world. Again, I told you guys 6 years ago in 2018, 2019, 7 years ago? Jesus. I told you guys in 2018, 2019, I was expanding into Weiss. I was doing it for long term, and I wanted to have positions in almost every single Weiss Schwarz set. Why? Because of the way the collector investor mindset is on Weiss. Some sets never go up, some stay flat in price, some sets stay flat in price, some sets go up and down, some sets do really well, some sets start up, pick up chicks in a dungeon, some sets go down, some sets eventually skyrocket, some sets never go up? I don't know. But what I can tell you is some Weiss Schwarz sets do go up, and when they do, they are fucking brutally rocket ship powerful. You're talking $50, $60 boxes of Weiss. They double to 100, they triple to 150, they quadruple to 200. That is a very real thing with Weiss. Then you have 3 or 4 sets that never do anything. But in the law of large numbers, which is the playground that I engage in, I understand when I buy these Weiss sets, some of them never go up, and some of you guys go, why would you tie up your money in that shit? Because I'm fucking crazy. But more importantly, a lot of people don't understand the law of large numbers. You build a position in everything. I know some of these sets aren't going to go up, but I also know Bocchi the Rock. I have a stack of cases that nobody wanted it released, and they literally can double, triple out of nowhere. And this has happened to me with Weiss. I'd say I probably have positions in maybe 40 Weiss Schwarz sets. And I can tell you all, out of these 40 Weiss Schwarz sets, probably 5 or 10 of these things have literally done incredibly well. Another 10 of them have done terrible. And another 10 or 20 are probably exactly the same, and I've made no money, and I can't sell them. So that is the dynamic of these markets. If you understand that, it's fun, and it's not stressful. But we are in an era now where Weiss could start getting allocated, because that's how fucking crazy we all are. So moving on from Weiss. Now, Magic the Gathering, Edge of Eternities, and Magic the Gathering collector boxes. Rudy, how is the new Edge of Eternities already $450 a box for the collectors? It's not even out yet. I don't understand what's going on. How on earth is this happening? Well, Princess and Buttercup and Negative Nancy, Positive Penelope remains locked up in the Rudy sex dungeon, and the answer is that, well, stores told Wizards that it was going to be shit, and stores underordered Edge of Eternity saying it was going to be shit, and the internet told everybody on the lab coats and the scholars and PhD who spend their time on social media, Reddits and Discords and MySpaces and OnlyFans, everybody said that don't order much of Edge of Eternities because it's going to be shit after Final Fantasy. Well, as in classic life, the internet was wrong. Most stores underordered, and they're paying the price. Therefore, Wizard says, well, shit, we don't have much demand. I told you this already. Deja vu. Rinse and repeat. Edge of Eternity's collector boxes were printed even lower than Final Fantasy because they thought nobody was going to want it, and they didn't want a product collapse. So therefore, I don't care what anyone says. They printed less Edge of Eternities. That's the whole conversation. Prices are expensive. Rudy, how can Edge of Eternities be $450 for a collector box when some of the older collector boxes, even Unfinity, isn't even $450? Unfinity isn't $450 yet. That's called detail. Okay, Adventures Forgotten Realm, Baldur's Gate, Throne of Eldraine. Ooh, some of the items and pockets in the market have not repriced yet. They will. They are in transit, but they have not skyrocketed yet. But they will get there. The problem is people just don't like to believe things until it already happens. Now, once it happens, it's, oh my God, Rudy, you fucking asshole. Why did you and all the other LGSs sell Final Fantasy collectors for $750, $800, $900 a box? Because I told you, Timmy, all Final Fantasy collectors are going to be like $2,000 a box. Well, Rudy, after you sold them, they doubled now. Yes, Final Fantasy collectors are like $1,200 plus tax. And if you want honest opinion, number one, I don't have any for sale. I already sold them to patrons. They bought my 1,000 Final Fantasy collectors. I sold them for $739. 1,000 people almost doubled their money. And guess what? Today, for $1,300 shipped with tax on Final Fantasy collectors and TCG Player is still a good buy. And I know, oh, but that's expensive. Yes, it is expensive. Compared to 2 months ago, $1,300 for Final Fantasy collectors is expensive. But compared to the next 2 years, it's very cheap. So again, your attitude is going to be directly correlated to your perspective and how stupid you are and educated you are and how long you've been in this industry. Because your literally perspective is tied to how much you can zoom in and out on the timeline of life. The more you zoom in, oh my God, the S&P 500 was down 3 points today. It's up 2 points. Did you hear the Dow and the S&P were down 2%? What a bloodbath. Oh my God, it's up 1%. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Rudy, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is at like 44,000. When I was in college, old man Rudy, I remember when the Dow broke 14,000. And then 2008 happened. And the Dow went all the way back to like 6,000, 7,000. And everybody thought the world was ending and we might as well just go back to the barter system. And people are like, well, Rudy, I don't want to buy now. What if the market crashes? It doesn't matter. You can be a Rudy investor and you can overpay for Weiss boxes because if you wait long enough, chances are life will take care of it for you. It's all perspective and timing. So again, back to this Edge of Eternities, $450 thing. Then don't fucking buy it. Well, Rudy, it's a ripoff and a scam. I've said your face has been a ripoff and a scam since I met you. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy it. You really, see, that's why I keep telling everyone, this is the new repricing era of modern Magic. It's spilled over with Final Fantasy and Pokemon and One Piece and Flesh and Blood and blah, blah, blah. You can say whatever you want. This is a bull market for modern new Magic and collector boxes and even play boxes. Jeez. And oh my goodness, have you seen the prices? Commander decks? Take 10 minutes. Pull the Commander deck set. For everything from Baldur's Gate to Commander Masters Commander to Outlaws of Thunder Junction Commander, Ixalan Commander, Throne of or Wilds of Eldraine Commander. Look at the price of Commander decks. Pull the price of the last 20 Commander deck sets from the last 5 years. The amount of money that some people have made on sealed Commander decks is insane. There are stores and collectors and investors that I know that have made insane money. I'm not going to give dollar amounts because that makes people upset. So if you just don't say dollar amounts, everyone's like, oh, I feel better. I'm in my safe place. That's great, princess. Dude, the money that's been made on Commander sealed products is mind-blowing. And the kicker is, most people in the card world still don't even realize the potential for like Commander decks, like sealed pre-release kits and cases, and even basic draft and play boxes. Like right now, if you start looking at prices, no joke, look at prices of even... Is anybody following Wilds of Eldraine? Can we talk about that yet? No. Let's wait for it to keep going. Wilds of Eldraine draft, Ixalan draft. Look at some of the newer play boxes. But Rudy, they're still in print. I know. These things are going to go out of print, and the prices are going to continue. Is anybody... Can we talk about Baldur's Gate draft boxes? What about the worst set ever? Streets of Copacabana Barry Manilow. Streets of Capenna. The worst draft boxes ever that you couldn't sell or anything. They're back to 90 plus tax. These are almost $100 boxes. Unfinity draft boxes. Worst thing ever. Can't sell them. Been out of print forever. $60, $70, $80. No, they're over $100 now. Well, these things. Well, God, Rudy, an $80 box to over $100. Wow, look at you celebrating. Yeah. when something moves 20 to 30% in 12 months, that's a big fucking deal in a normal world with an old man like me who doesn't expect 10x returns on your crypto I don't know, whatever. I don't even want to say those words. Yeah, I'm going to live that long. I was going to say like these altcoins that are like on porn and these weird things. I don't, dude, some weird shit out there. But normal investing is 5 to 10% a year. So yeah, when something does 20, 30% spike in price from a year ago, like, and people are like, oh, that's a boring time. My altcoin and crypto, I made 400% in a day. Like, that's how desensitized, gambling, stupid everybody is. Like, things are continuing to boom if it's new. That is the market we're in. Vintage Magic and Rudy's heavy bags, those ball sacks have more wrinkles than a tic-tac-toe board playing dots in elementary school. This shit is just doing terrible. But that's the market we're in. So no, Edge of Eternities at 450 collector's box. You know, I had another patron message say, well, Rudy, I'm going to skip that because I think after release, Edge of Eternities is going to collapse like Aether Drift. It's going to go back to 200. And I said, hang on. You think a $450 collector box in Edge of Eternities is going to come out and go straight down to 200? Is that what some of you all out there think? You're going to vote with your wallet? Prove a point? Send a message to the man? Yeah, the only person who answers those messages and the only person who checks those email accounts is the same goldfish with one fin from the other YouTube video. And you know how my goldfish with one fin checks the email with you guys' opinions? It flops on the keyboard, looking for water, tapping the keys. And you guys are happy because you think you're getting a response. Because nobody cares. Skip the set, don't buy it. If you think that your emotional response of too expensive or too cheap, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. This is the market we're in. That's why so many people are terrible investors. Because everything is emotion to people. If you literally approach and handle all of this in a straight business, no fucks given, take the emotion out, leave it at the door, and approach this stuff, you'll do a better job. And you'll have a better understanding and a better grasp of this market. And that's why people continue. Humans are terrible investors. We're all wired to make the worst. Oh God, the market's tanking. Prices are dropping. I'm scared. Well, don't do that. That's losses and losing money. The human brain is wired to make us fail. It's wired for fight or flight. It's wired to make us make defensive things. When something happens, it's our job as a human in our brain to stop the pain. How do we stop the pain? You sell at the loss. You lock it in. You don't do things because you're scared. Scare, leads to fear. Emotion and fear leads to pretty much abrasive decisions that you shouldn't normally, you shouldn't make those decisions. And that's what's happening. So Rudy rants aside. Yes, the new Edge of Eternities Magic set, it's on fire. Yes, you guys are right. The play boxes for Edge of Eternities that Rudy talks about, $100 with no shipping, and I pay your PayPal fees, which I think I told you guys in the video I lied. I think it's going to be like $100 and like 60 cents. So a case would be like $600 and an extra, I think, couple dollars. Maybe I should double box them all to prevent damage since I can't get extra. Anyways, the point is, this is the time. It's just the world we're in. And yeah, TCG Player has Edge of Eternities play boxes for $147 plus tax. That's $160 shipped on TCG Player right now for a play box. And then you still got dumbass Timmies on the internet thinking that a 3-year-old Boulder's Gate for the same 160 is a ripoff. You got people thinking that a 4-year-old box of Strixhaven or AFR or any of these things for 120, 130. You got stupid people that don't see the blazing, blaring, giant rubbery, this hard black suction cupped rubber. What are we talking about? People don't realize the opportunity that's flopping and slapping you in the face. Because all you have to do is stop and go, all the new regular boxes are like 120, 130, 140 now? But these old things that are out of print that's going crazy, I can get that for cheaper. Those must be bad products. Maybe they overprint them. Well, maybe no one wants them. And then you wake up one day, Fallout Collectors is $1,100 a box. Lord of the Rings Holiday Special. Well, shit, what is that now? 2,500, 2,400, 2,600? What? Doctor Who? Warhammer 40K? Like, all the prices. It's just a matter of time. Doesn't make me seem smarter than you guys. It's a matter of time. The market will make you look smart. And then when we go through a bear market, everyone's going to literally find some random Rudy video and go, wow, look at this guy who lost everything. Look at the prices and the heavy ball sacks. That's just, the market's going to make you feel a certain way, man. But right now, the trend's your friend. Edge of Eternities, it's on fire. And no, $450 plus, I guess, $475 now on TCG Player. It's not a ripoff. That's just the market price. The people literally, like, I think over 100 a day, maybe 200 a day if you include eBay, TCG Player, you combine all together. 100 to 200 of these boxes a day, when you combine multiple websites, are selling. And they're selling for $450 to $500 with tax. And you got people saying, well, this is a scam. Why is this happening? This is going to crash. The market is telling you that. Hundreds of people are buying it every day. Doesn't even come out for another couple weeks. And then you get idiots who stand back and just say, wow, this is a scam. Why would you... Like not only refusing to accept what the market's doing, but just refusing to accept reality of literally what hundreds of people are doing. And, you know, that's how you know it's a bull market. Because people aren't saying, this is garbage. This is all trash. Everybody's saying either A, I'm going to buy it because I want it. B, I'm not going to buy it because it's too expensive. But when it dips, Rudy, I'm going to buy it. That's a bull market. You have half the population who want this, they're buying it. The other half of the people who want it, they're only not buying it because they wish it was cheaper, then they could buy it. That is textbook. Textbook bullish indicators. So, same thing with Pokemon. Same thing. We're about to leave Scarlet Violet era. And you've still got some sword. You can buy old Sword and Shield battle styles for like $200. You can't have brand new Pokemon sets. Destined Rivals, the newest set. Almost actually, I think it's over 300 with tax. I heard it hit 385 plus tax, so 305, 310 now on TCG Player. You can't have the newest Pokemon set over 300 a box. And then you've got sets like Silver Tempest and Lost Origins and Chilling Reign between 300, 400, 500. Like, wait, hold on. So a box of Destined Rivals is 310 now shipped. And I can take the same 310 and buy almost... So between the 300-400 range, we have all these old boxes with their 4 or 5 sets. So the opportunity is still continuing, and that's what's feeding this market. And I still don't think it changes anytime soon. I think it's tough for people to accept it. That's all it is. It's a very frustrating thing for a lot of people. And friendly reminder to you all. When all of this stuff came out years ago, it was a bad market. And nothing went up in value. And everybody ridiculed anybody who bought this stuff because they didn't think it would ever go up in value. And then now in 2025, we're in this Willy Wonka life of just everything goes up, right? So I guess that leads me to some other things of, you know, like I've got 1,000 Edge of Eternity Commander deck sets coming. You know, the play boxes and all these things happening. And it's, you know, it doesn't matter. Like I could literally... It's going to sell out, and people are going to be angry no matter what the price is. And I guess that leads me to say, well, what's going to happen with this Spider-Man in the Avatar? And what's going to happen when we finally return to another era in 2026 with like a modern set? Or another remastered or reprint set? I heard there's a new Lorwyn set too. Like these things are going to be... And we're sitting here and Wizards is just printing 24/7 trying to even sell us products that are sold out everywhere. Like, we're in a different world, folks. It's not changing. And until I see the negative hate mobs, everybody attacking each other, until I see that throttle back, I think it rages on, man. As long as I see all these messages and attacking other YouTubers and stores and prices, as long as all of this machine of anger keeps flowing, we're not going to stop it. It's too strong. Now, when I finally see people stop complaining, about they can't get product and I got allocations and prices are dropping. Now, when I see that and everybody online stops talking about how expensive and difficult things are, that'll be the time to know that we're about to hit the dark times again. But I don't know. I'm going to go back to counting some Weiss stuff, see how much stuff that nobody ever wants. And I hope you guys have a great day. It's always fun to talk to you guys on these kind of conversations. Did anybody ever do the buyout? I don't think anybody ever did the buyout, did they? Did anybody do the buyout? Anybody ever take $1 million and do that? No one's ever going to do that. That's stupid. That's dumb.